Guess what I got asked? Yep, the classic "what's the deal with this idiom?" Reinvent the wheel. I will explain it, and you've got it covered today. Let me tell you a story. Once, a man was trying to build a car from scratch. He didn't want to use any existing designs or parts. He was trying to reinvent the wheel. This means he was trying to do something that had already been done before. Reinvent the wheel means to waste time and effort by trying to do something that has already been done. Now that we've cleared up any confusion, let's define the idiom. Reinvent the wheel means to waste time and effort by trying to do something that has already been done. For example, if you're trying to create a new recipe for chocolate cake, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. There are already many great recipes out there that you can use. To remember the meaning of reinvent the wheel, think of a wheel as something that has been around for a long time. It's a basic, essential part of many machines. Trying to reinvent it would be a waste of time and effort. Remember this, and you'll never forget the meaning of the idiom. Let me introduce a story using the idiom. John was trying to create a new app for his business. He spent months researching and designing the app. But when he showed it to his friend, he realized he had reinvented the wheel. There were already many similar apps on the market. John learned that he should have done more research before starting his project. Here are 10 fun facts about reinvent the wheel. 1. The idiom dates back to ancient Greece. 2. It was first used in English in the 19th century. 3. It's often used in business and technology contexts. 4. It's a popular idiom in many languages, including Spanish and French. 5. It's often used in a negative context. 6. It's related to the concept of standing on the shoulders of giants. 7. It's similar to the idiom, don't fix what isn't broken. 8. It's opposite to the idiom, think outside the box. 9. It's related to the concept of best practices. 10. It's a reminder to be efficient and not waste time and effort. Let me give you some example sentences using reinvent the wheel. 1. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Use the existing system to save time and effort. 2. The new manager wanted to reinvent the wheel, but the team reminded him that the old system worked just fine. 3. The designer spent hours trying to reinvent the wheel, but in the end, he realized that the original design was still the best. 4. The company was trying to reinvent the wheel, but their competitors had already found a better solution. 5. I don't want to reinvent the wheel. I just want to find a way to make the process more efficient. Here's an original sentence using reinvent the wheel. Don't try to reinvent the wheel when it comes to studying for exams. You don't need to create a new method when there are already many great study techniques available. Alternate sentence 1. Don't waste your time trying to come up with a new study method. Alternate sentence 2. Use the existing study techniques to save time and effort. Let me share a real-life story that highlights the effectiveness of reinvent the wheel. A company was trying to create a new product. They spent months researching and designing the product. But when they showed it to their customers, they realized they had reinvented the wheel. Their customers didn't want a new product. They just wanted the existing product to be improved. The company learned that they should have done more market research before starting their project. Let me introduce some similar expressions to reinvent the wheel. 1. Don't try to fix what isn't broken. 2. Use the existing system to save time and effort. 3. Don't try to come up with a new solution when there's already a good one available. 4. Don't try to reinvent the wheel when it comes to productivity. 5. Don't try to create a new process when the old one still works well. Let me introduce some opposite expressions to reinvent the wheel. 1. Think outside the box. 2. Try new things to find a better solution. 3. Don't be afraid to innovate. 4. Don't be limited by existing solutions. 5. Don't be afraid to take risks. Let me introduce some related idioms to reinvent the wheel. 1. Standing on the shoulders of giants. 2. Best practices. 3. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. 4. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. 5. Keep it simple. Let me introduce a story using the related idiom standing on the shoulders of giants. John was a young scientist who wanted to create a new theory. He spent months researching and experimenting. But when he showed his work to his mentor, he realized he was standing on the shoulders of giants. This means that his work was built on the work of others. John learned that it's important to acknowledge and build on the work of those who came before him. Let's see if you've understood the idiom. Which of the following best describes the idiom reinvent the wheel? A. To create something new from scratch. B. To waste time and effort by trying to do something that has already been done. C. To find a better solution by trying new things. To summarize, reinvent the wheel means to waste time and effort by trying to do something that has already been done. Remember, it's important to acknowledge and build on the work of those who came before us. So don't try to reinvent the wheel. And if you have any questions or stories to share, please leave them in the comments below.